Well, it seems like GameStop CEO may have said a little too much than he wanted to. Now, if you don't know, links below. CNBC site. There's an interview about what's GameStop has been talking about their stocks and their prices, and a lot of it talks about PlayStation VR. They're going to be the major, try to be the dominant retailer for PlayStation VR. But then at 4 minutes and 20 seconds, if you want to just pull a little bar over at 4 minutes and 20 seconds, the interview starts talking about the holiday season this year, 2016. And he asked about the Nintendo NX, and the guy, GameStop CEO said, yeah, that's next year, but he said there's also two other form factors, the Xbox One S and the PlayStation 4 NEO. So we'll be seeing some activity and upgrades around the VR launch. That's almost verbatim. I just watched it before I clicked record. You can go down and watch him. Watch it a few times. Now, does he say he confirmed it? No, but they're talking about PlayStation VR leading up to the question about holiday 2016. Then the guy, which no offense, the guy interviewing should have realized when the Nintendo console was coming out, but they don't give a shit. They're just interviewing. Asked about the NX and hardware upgrades for holiday season, hardware upgrades all around, and the NX or Nintendo. Then the CEO of GameStop says, no, Nintendo's next year, but there's two form factors, the Xbox One Slim or S, and then PlayStation 4 NEO alongside, which is a fall release for the PlayStation VR. I know people are going to say, no, that's not what he said. That's what he said. Just listen to it. They're talking about PlayStation VR. They're talking about the questions about upgrades and hardware upgrades around holiday. And of course, the guy asking the questions didn't know what they were asking, because they should have known that the Nintendo's not launching a console this year. But then, why mention the Xbox One S, which is coming out this year, August, for the 2 terabyte? For some odd stupid reason, Microsoft's pushing the other smaller versions out, and PlayStation VR's this year. And then he mentions Neo. And then also GameStop's already come back. That's not what we meant. Yeah, we saw this before with Phil Spencer, and he goes, whoopsie. I call it CEO or corporate whoopsies. They didn't mean to say it. I've watched it half a dozen times now. The question was hardware upgrades around this holiday season. They went to Nintendo. Nope. And then they were mentioning two other hardware upgrades, Xbox One Slim or S, and PlayStation NEO, along with the VR. This holiday season. You can if you disagree, I understand. I'm not putting words in the guy's mouth. I listen to it. Listen to the flow of the questions. So, if you agree or disagree, tell me below. Don't have to get nasty about it. You can disagree or agree. What does this mean? Well, I've heard rumors from one viewer, and also they were commenting on the Game Ramblings, that there's two Neos. Now, somebody goes, no, that's never been reported. I'm going to put this over me. This is a website, and it's reported by this website, and I'm doing this off the cuff here. I don't have it, but that Sony is going ahead. Now, I'll pull it back down now. Sony's going ahead, and I'll have the link below, and putting this other Neo out, one, to help with the VR, because a lot of people are reporting, and insiders are, you hear these little rumors. It sucks on the current PlayStation. I've seen demos of people have played live demos, but they're demos. How really good are they compared to real games? And two, there's possibility of a new PlayStation 5.5 teraflops next year. This was reported last month. I forgot to put it out. I got mad. I was mad at myself. And one other, you can search on YouTube. One other YouTuber, put this out. And I can't find anybody that, other than one other person. Let me check them. Make sure I'm gonna give some credit to somebody here. It's Mad DZ Gamer. Yeah. And Sony has two videos. Sony may be working on two consoles, two Neo models, and Sony has two products released, only one console. So Again, I don't know what's real and what's not. These websites are hearing these from inside developers that there's two versions. Maybe there's two versions, maybe there's not. But if the Neo comes out this year, almost a whole year before the Scorpio, around the launch of the VR, it won't work, I don't think. You have two big pieces of hardware coming out. People are not going to just jump into something unknown with a headset when they could just upgrade the top selling console right now, the PlayStation 4. I hope that was a misstep. Maybe it was. Maybe, maybe this oopsie was really the guy didn't mean to say that. Maybe he was talking about new form factors of hardware. We don't know. Could there be two types of Neos? Take that report with a grain of salt. I don't call anybody liars. There's so many rumors right now, but Neo is so shrouded in more mystery that we know more about the Scorpio. And at first, a while back, we knew more about the Neo, we thought, than the Scorpio. So tell me what you think in the comments below. And somewhere down there is a subscribe button. Please click that subscribe and tell me if you like this video and share it. What do you think about this? Do you think this Neo could come out this year? If it does, what is it going to do? Do you think there's one or two models? Or you think this is just, there's so much confusion like with the NX, nobody knows. Follow me here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, crosshairtv.com, skirmishbox.com for everything I do retro, and a new site I'm on, 8bitkitty.com. Pick Gamer, out.